Okay, so I want to take a few minutes to really start to jump into what our Career Ready program is all about. And I want you to be thinking about it as there's two different parts. One part are activities that you'll be involved in as part of your coursework here at the Barney School. All of you are going to be in the World of Business Bar 110 course this fall. That's where it starts. The purpose of that course is to make sure that you're getting exposed to all the different functional areas of business, such as accounting, and finance, and insurance, and marketing, and human resources, and so forth. So if you're coming in and you're not sure what you want your major to be, you're starting to get an idea of what some good options are for you. And even if you're coming in saying, hey, I'm going to be an accounting major, now you actually get to see what the role of accounting is within an organization to make sure that that still feels right to you. So that's the purpose of that course. Right off the bat, we want you to see the big picture of all the different activities which go on in an organization and which ones you want to be a part of, so that you can start to use the rest of your academic career here really focusing on getting the confidence that you need in each of those areas. Then in your sophomore year, when you start to have a good idea of what type of work you want to do, then we're going to have you participate in Professor Lofink's class, Exploring Career Options. There you're going to have an opportunity to start thinking about how do I create a career path in this field. And you're going to do really some basic things like how to structure your resume if you want to get a job at a public accounting firm. How to write an effective cover letter, developing effective interviewing, networking skills, knowing how to present yourself and to behave with regard to business etiquette if you happen to be attending a lunch or a dinner, interview, or a meeting. So there'll be lots of really kind of hands-on things that you'll do in the class, but the real signature part of Exploring Career Options is that every Friday we're going to have a speaker come into that class to share with you their career story, their career path, and their words of advice for an 18, 19, 20-year-old who has the great opportunities that you do to be coming to college, to be in a business school, about the things that you can do to try to make sure that your career path is as successful as possible. All of you are going to be required to do at least one internship in your major. Okay? Most of our better students do more than one, because they're not just waiting until the summer before their senior year to do an internship. They're thinking about them now, where you sit. What have I learned as a freshman that I'm going to be able to use to help me help an organization over the summer? And if an opportunity comes up to do an internship during the fall or the spring semester, we can make that work as well. We have many students that do internships during the semesters in addition to doing them in the summer. So we really want you to be thinking about how you're going to get the hands-on experience working for organizations, because that's a big thing that's going to set you apart. Companies want to hire people that have experience, that already know how to do things. That's what the internship gets for you. Finally, on the academic or course side of the house, in your senior year, each of you will do an applied professional project in your major. And if you're someone like Ito who's doing a double major, he's going to do one in accounting, and then he'll do another one in marketing. But it's a way for you to demonstrate your mastery of the subject matter that you're majoring in. Okay? So all of those things are going to be laid out for you. Freshman, sophomore, senior year, in the internships throughout. But I would say those are necessary, but they're not sufficient. You need to do more. You need to do more, and that's what you see on the left. And what we're laying out for you today is a whole set of professional development workshops and activities that we want you to participate in. Because participating in those is going to help you really accelerate your career readiness. Remember, I talked about next year in the Exploring Career Options class. That's where we'll do the resumes and the cover letters and the interviewing skills in class. What if you need them before that? What if you can't wait till your sophomore year? That's exactly how we want each of you to be thinking, that you can participate in shorter workshops. We do partnering with our Career Services Office. Sue Landolina's in the back there to wave to Sue. Sue and her team from the Career Services Office put on a host of professional development activities, and we also provide some out of the Barney School that we think are particularly important for business school majors. So, over the course of the semester, our goal is we want to prepare you to be effective in preparing yourselves to interview and for engaging with companies at different career fairs that are going to occur here on campus and in the Connecticut area. It's never too early to attend these events. Even if you're not quite ready to start looking for a full-time job, going to one of these career fairs now to see what it's like, see how it's structured, is going to be a good investment, so when it's your turn, you're not surprised and you're not uncomfortable by that environment where you really need to shine. It's like riding a bicycle. Okay? Who here does not know how to ride a bicycle? Okay. There's one in every room, but that's okay. I'll teach you. So, your mom and dad got you on a bike, there were training wheels, you pedaled around the neighborhood, you felt great, you're feeling pretty cocky, you're begging them, take the training wheels off, let me loose, let me loose. They finally did. They had enough confidence in you, they took the training wheels off, mom or dad held the back of that seat until they couldn't keep up, and they let you go, and some of you fell right over, and some of you kept on going, and then you fell over. But you learned how to ride that bike. That day, were you a good bicycle rider? No, you were wobbling around. You're lucky if you fell on the grass instead of something hard. Okay? But by the end of that summer, or by that time next year, after riding the bike over and over again, you were pretty good at it, right? This is like riding a bike. The first time you learn how to interview, you're not necessarily going to be good at it. You got to practice. The first time you walk into a room and you have to introduce yourself to strangers and come off like an intelligent, articulate person, probably not going to happen. You'll be a little bit better the second time and a lot better the third. Why? Because you practice, you get more comfortable, you develop those effective habits. That's what we want you to do. We want you to develop that level of commitment to make it happen. So we're going to have a whole set of activities over the fall. Starting in September, you'll see a half a dozen different activities that you can participate in. What the activity is, the date, the time, the location, and you'll see points. Yes, just like you swiped your card when you came in the door here today, you earned a point for being here. How many of you know a Barney School freshman that you've met this weekend that's not in this room? Your roommate, somebody? Okay, one person, that's it. Two, okay, three, that's right. They're not making the commitment. You now have a leg up on them. That competitive market for the internship and the job, you now know more than they do. Keep it up. Keep it up. Come to these events, bring your ID card, we'll swipe it, you earn your points. You earn 5 points at the end of the semester, we'll treat you to lunch. Okay? We want to motivate you to take advantage of these opportunities. Number one, they're going to be good for you, but number two, we want to reward you at the end. So you have a half a dozen of these different opportunities, and more will come. We'll continue to update the Barney School Facebook page as more of these activities get onto the calendar. In October, another half a dozen workshops that you can participate in, all designed to make you more career ready. And in November and December, we'll have a few more. It'll start to slow down as we ramp up for Thanksgiving and then the end of the semester. Okay? 5 points. You're 20% of the way there. How many people can make it to 4 more? All right. That's what we want to see. Make that commitment.